image moves us a little bit further ahead of time. It shows the 8-rayed star, the 8-spoke wheel at the top with the banner. And it also shows the tree of life being impinged upon by some monster. In the sky, if you drew a line from the stinger of the scorpion to the tip of Sagittarius's arrow, the line would go directly through the center of the galaxy. The space between Scorpio and Sagittarius becomes very, very important. In this image, with the addition of a paschal lamb, the Lamb of Revelation, there's the notation that this represents the end of time. In this image, we see again the 8-spoked wheel at the top. And I should perhaps explain why the 8-spoked wheel is so important. In the sky, there's a great cross that does not move, and it's formed by, from the center of the galaxy to the edge of the galaxy, and from the center point of our celestial equator to the southern point of the celestial equator. That's the divine cross. Down here on the ground, we have the mundane cross that is formed by the angles between equinox and solstice and so forth. So the 8-armed cross, the 8-rayed star, the 8-armed cross, the 8-wheeled spoke, represents the alignment in space and time of the divine cross above and the terrestrial mundane cross below.
The December solstice sun and the galactic center. Over the last 2,000 years, these two things have been converging. They've come together. And this is what the ancient sky watchers were noticing happening in the sky.
From their vantage on the Yucatan Peninsula, Jenkins believes the Maya witnessed this slow movement toward an alignment of the sun and the center of the Milky Way.
We can see that there's a three-way lineup between the Earth, the December solstice sun, and the nuclear bulge of the galactic center.
So basically, you're saying that ancient Mayan astronomers would observe the slow shift of the plane of the Milky Way and the center of the galaxy moving closer and closer to the horizon.
Right, and they were doing this some 2,000 years ago.
It's a testament to the incredible expertise of the ancient Maya if they really made this connection, especially since this phenomenon only happens once every 26,000 years.
The Earth's off-center rotation means that our view of the stars shifts very slowly, changing only 1 degree every 72 years. The clock appears to be counting down to the coming galactic alignment in a very specific way. The gravitational pull of the sun and the moon cause the Earth to wobble on its axis, which means that the Earth's view of the constellations changes by 1 degree every 72 years. This is called the precession of the equinoxes. Over 26,000 years, these constellations rotate a full 360 degrees back to their starting point. If the Earth spun perfectly on its axis, the view of the sky above would never change. But because it spins slightly off-center in a wobble motion, our view of the stars shifts slowly over time. Every 26,000 years, this background lines up so that the sun appears to rise directly in front of the center of the galaxy, creating what some call the galactic alignment.